Hello. What's up? What's going on? Good morning. How you doing? This is Gerard. This is Gerard. 1/2 Negro Trump. Appreciate your patience. Episode, I believe 16 with Chris Allen. Today I'm recording this. Just give a quick apology for the delay. We've been working, man. We got a lot of footage stocked up. And we're going to be releasing it to y'all soon shortly. The coverage of Anime NYC, that'll be out as soon as possible. We're working on it. Just stay tuned, man. Really appreciate everybody that's been supporting. Anybody that's ever rated anything, left a comment, liked anything, watched it, subscribed, followed, sent a message. I really appreciate it. I do. This is really dope. This is a really cool thing to be doing, and people actually fuck with it. So we'll keep doing it, man. And yeah. So thank y'all for listening. And here's the episode.
I usually do a little before roll just so that way it's not fucking. That way it's not. Yeah, it's not too much. All right. Should be. How you on yours? Yeah, I'm just doing like a quick test on yours.
Everything sounds good.
You good?
Yeah.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So this is it?
All right, we can just jump into it, nigga.
Yeah. Oh, it's recording?
Yeah.
It's on. This is live.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Welcome to Negro Jump.
Welcome.
Dry Fortune, Cordell. Yeah, this is the first time we was like real cordial with it.
Yeah. Like almost like it's a newscast.
Yeah.
But
yeah, today we got we claim comedian wise DC or like just
I would say DC.
DC comic Chris Allen.
Hello.
Chris Allen's here. He's in the city for a few days.
Yes.
Running around. And before you came down for like probably like a week or two before you came down, you just like, hey, man, I got a podcast, I can hop on, like I'll be down to do it.
Yeah, and this is what I got, folks.
Yeah.
You see what my career is. It's two dorky dudes in the basement.
All right, well, you got
hey, we set this bitch up quick though, didn't we?
Yeah, set it up quick.
When you get a bunch of niggas with Naruto headbands start following you on Instagram.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah, you gonna get your TikTok views gonna go up in a heartbeat. So.
TikTok, I never used that.
It's fucking weird. It's really
see, you
weird.
getting old.
That's the moment I realized I did a little bit. I'm like, I can't do this.
It's
not for me.
Yeah, it's a good tool just to put your shit out there and you link it directly with your Instagram and YouTube. So it's like,
so I should be on this
if you want to.
What do you do on TikTok?
You literally just put whatever you want on there. People just put like dumb videos, like some Vine shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Does it have to be music related?
No, it doesn't.
But it's basically Vine on steroids. So they give you the 15 seconds to make a clip, or like 30 seconds, and then they give you every music possible. They give you a bunch of filters and frames. So it's just like all these little kids are just going nuts with it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I've never even seen it.
Yeah. They had ads on Facebook heavy for like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were definitely targeting a specific audience, but then
are people famous on there?
Nah. It's like, cause like your shit'll hit and people's like, oh, this is dope, and then it's like, well, what else you got? That's the immediate question.
Yeah.
You on YouTube or you on Instagram? Like, what's the account? So
I think it's for the kids who want likes a lot, because there'll be just a random 16-year-old with like 2 million TikTok followers.
Yeah.
But then I try to look on their like Instagram and there's nothing. Or I'll look on the YouTube. They got no YouTube link. They're just like, oh, we just want the likes. But then some people are trying to use it for.
It's just someone else to have your stuff, advertise yourself, and then. They just find you funny. So, yeah, TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. Time is ticking on that shit. Do y'all swear on this podcast?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
are dirty. Yeah. Dirty as hell. So,
sorry.
You've posted on Facebook before. I keep up. I read your stuff. I don't keep up with it. I read it. When it pops up, I make sure I read it. Make sure I read it. But now you was like, I want to get into anime, but I like taking showers.
Yeah.
everybody I knew that grew up watching anime was just mad weird, man.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
It's mad weird. I just,
He was like, it's not for me.
Yeah, got a bad rap.
No, we absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh no, we have terrible PR. It's not.
Y'all like the Republicans. Y'all need to really change y'all talking points.
But the
representation.
The mass community of anime. Those are the ones that like you can't. It's not changing them. That's their life every day, 24/7.
I used to work with this dude. He was a professional gamer.
Okay.
And he was out at I think it was called Evo. Back in Vegas.
Yeah.
This is when I lived in Vegas.
How long ago was this?
Man, over 10 years ago.
Because Evo is huge now.
It was big when I went there.
It's
probably even bigger now.
Yeah.
But so he was like, "Oh, I'm playing." He played like fighting games.
Yep.
He was into like Street Fighter and stuff.
Okay.
So he's like, "Oh, come check me out," because I was supervising him. I was like, "All right, I'll come check you out." And I'm at the hotel, and I'm like, I can't find this place, and I see a couple people carrying their own like homemade console controllers.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, all right, let me follow this. Let me follow a couple of these people. And dude, I'm not lying. I just started smelling body odor, and I followed the stench, and I went in this big ass conference. It was like a conference hall.
Right.
It was huge.
Yeah.
And it was nothing but like out of shape white dudes, weird white girls.
Yep.
Everybody got these Zelda pins on their backpacks and shit.
Yeah.
It was weird and it was funky. And I met up with my boy, but he had already played and shit. But there were a couple dudes still playing, and like everybody's watching on this big screen, and everybody's like, "Ooh, oh!" I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. I think they were playing Smash Brothers or some shit.
Yeah.
They
got commentators now too.
Yeah. There's this weird comparison with like the anime community, the video game community, and the wrestling community. A lot of people, they just hygiene ain't high on their list.
Yeah, I definitely can see that.
It fucks it up for the rest of us.
It
I'll
does.
tell you.
So wait a minute. Is there beef between?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just there's a correlation. That's all. It's just like
It's
there's those people who are so into it, and a lot of these people maybe are just not that connected with like the rest of their friend groups and stuff like that. So they just kind of sit and are isolated, and they
just play these games and watch anime and watch.
But then there's people who go to work, pay bills, hang out. But then
he's trying to.
I'm trying to.
And then there's people, you know what I'm saying, they got girlfriends and big penises. You know what I'm saying? They talk like this and they like anime. And their name Cordero.
I'm making up for the rough years. We said I was the dude who had the flaming Goku shirt. I was one of those. The satin. I was that dude.
Was it a short sleeve shirt?
Yeah, it was like a Hawaiian shirt.
Could you imagine a long sleeve?
The worst piece of like nerd fashion I seen was like it was a Joker football jersey. It was hit like just purple, green, yellow numbers and letters. It was
so bad. Yeah, like when you see grown men wearing like they'll wear like a Disney jean jacket, like those dads. It's like, he got a fucking goofy, literally a goofy denim jacket.
The fashion it's gotten a little bit better, but then we were talking about in the car over there recently. Michael B. Jordan, he's been like quoted in interviews, but it was like, "Oh, you watch anime?" He's like, "Yeah, I watch like these 3 things that I'm into." And recently, he just released a line with Coach, where it's like Naruto themed stuff. It was a waste of time. He could have just put it in like Hot Topic or something.
I mean, but if you want to step the image up, it can't be in Hot Topic.
But it doesn't look that much better. He literally just put an anime character on the back of a denim jacket.
Oh, really?
And it's like $800.
I like how you know he looked it up. He looked it up.
Yeah, I looked at it.
I'm gonna get you.
He was hating. I remember.
I was like, when I heard it, I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, I want to see what it looks like.
Do you want the jacket? I bought you a jacket. I guess I'll just put in the car.
Right.
Yo, we went to a convention in Raleigh, and this one dude, a buddy of another comic of ours, Troy. He because he's a fan of One Piece, and he bought this man the main One Piece. It's a very popular, long running popular anime. And the main character wears a straw hat, and my buddy bought him a straw hat, and he was mad, like militant about not taking it. He's like, "Nah, I don't
I'm
want
not wearing that ugly ass hat.
He's like, "Here, I got it for you." He's like, I appreciate it."
I'm not wearing that hat. Like, I'm just not wearing that fucking hat. Y'all seen me when I was there, because I was just like, all right, like, I'll watch it. I'll go to this convention. And then I just got further, and I was just like, oh, nah, this ain't me. Right?
Yeah.
It was a whole nother level, man. Like, these little camps set up. They all just like around eating like ramen and shit. It was a lot.
It's their life.
It is.
For you, it's just like entertainment. It's like, I like this.
That's it. I'll talk about it.
But they take it to a whole level.
They live it.
Well, they live it.
Yeah, they really.
What are these people called? Oh, aren't there names for? I thought there was a nickname for like white dudes who are obsessed with Japanese culture.
Was it weeboos?
Weebos.
That's
Weebos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we? Weebros.
Weebros.
For black
we just categorized under black nerds, which is pretty
black
whack.
nerd. Yeah.
Blur.
Nah, Weebros is a thing. That's to be a T-shirt for this show.
What actually is pretty cool is that black people are still superior in that category.
What do you mean superior?
As far as what's still cool. And,
oh yeah,
we can still
cool.
rock the shit and like
we can make it.
Yeah,
man, it's Michael B. Jordan. You know,
yeah.
Cool, man. And that's that we just need people because there's so many niggas that watch this shit.
Yeah,
but they just don't say nothing.
We just started.
Slowly.
Once we started doing this, we was mad people just like, oh, I know about that. It was like I could talk about it or some shit.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, because life just settled. So it was just
that's
like
crazy,
I gotta get a job. So you kind of just like, all right, just put that on the back.
That's so weird for black. Like white people are on the trends and all that kind of stuff.
They do all types.
And
of
niggas now just like I'm identifying as an anime fan. Like that's weird.
I'm trying to work out a bit with pretty much that's what I'm saying. I'm just like I never seen this shit really like nerds. You added something.
Yeah.
Like a nerd, you had a skill.
You lost touch with the world around you, and now that's all you do. All you do is you go to the card table, you play Yu-Gi-Oh, your butt crack hanging out. I've met these dudes where they're just like sloppy. They're like mad sloppy.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But I worked with a few dudes in the past. They were really into what's the other big card game?
Magic.
Magic together. Yeah.
He had like $10,000 worth of cards.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. That is the trading card community is pretty big, and like I've been to like a couple comic book shops where it's like Saturdays people are like actually playing for money.
Yeah, I know a dude who like he would win first place regularly and would get like thousands of dollars.
That's
yeah, and it would be him. Like he would start, and it'd be hundreds of people there, and he'd weed away to the finals and win every time. I'm like,
that's crazy, and it's just like there's a whole subculture of it. Like, oh shit, they go Matt Salacuse. There we go. Team one with the flaming dragon card back in the 20s.
Imagine this
17.
Imagine walking in a room like that where like you suck. Like just imagine that. Like in their realm, these dudes are kings. Like
it's like going to the cellar.
Yeah,
You just want to hang out. Like, oh, there go Colin Quinn.
Yeah,
it's like
oh shit, that's Chappelle. Like,
yeah.
The Chappelle of magic. He revolutionized the game, man. He's the first dude to bring his girlfriend.
He wears the same outfit over and over again.
Yeah, that's me now.
Never changed the shoes and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But hold on, let me go back. You said there's commentators
for video games, yeah.
Oh, for just a video. Yeah,
for the video game.
I wonder, are they ex-players?
What you mean?
Like retired?
Like, retired, like.
Oh yeah, there's a comic that used to do that professionally. Dude named Donish. I just met. He's in. I forgot what part of Jersey he was in, but he was like, every weekend I was making like $200-300 at tournaments, playing video games and shit.
Wow.
And he just turned that whole hustle and everything he did like to really get into it. He just turned it into comedy. Yeah. Yeah, like the guy that's like the biggest gamer now, like the most popular one, Ninja. Yeah. He was like, I used to play with that guy like when he was a kid.
Damn.
Like back in the
that
day.
sounds weird. I used to play with him when he was a kid. See, you gotta change up the whole lingo of this whole operation. It's just weird. I think because I was a big gamer, the only gamer that I knew PC was this guy named Fatality.
Fatality.
Yeah, and he spelled the fatality. The I was a 1.
Oh.
I can't think of his name, but his name was Fatality.
So you played PC?
Yeah.
What was it, like Counter-Strike and stuff?
He played Counter-Strike
like
and
Quake
all
and all that.
Yeah, he was like the first like person who had like his own graphics card. You can get the Fatality graphics card.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is probably like in the early 2000s where like it was starting to like become a thing.
Yeah.
Because I used to play shooters all the time, and I had friends you ever heard of like Cal Open and CPL?
CPL does.
Is it still around?
Yeah,
because they had like the computer. I think it was like the computer amateur league. Then you had the computer professional league. Yeah, Cal Open, Cal Close, CPL. I don't know what it is now, but this is years ago when people
the cusp of like esports and stuff like. Because that's what's been really.
It was like the
lately,
beginning of esports. Yeah. People would, but I did some scrimmage matches with a few friends of mine on Counter-Strike, and dude, I like played a shit ton of Counter-Strike and Call of Duty, but when you start playing with people who want to play on a professional level,
it's a whole nother,
especially like
crazy.
Counter-Strike. I don't know if you ever played Counter-Strike.
I've
It's very tactical and technical, and it's just like this ain't even fun, man. It's just like you watch the computer thing count down for when the match starts, and you try to run by one doorway, and it's like you're dead.
Just pop.
No, man, dead.
Yeah.
And there's one thing dudes used to do growing up. Like, they would do like amateur tournaments and stuff. They would play like Modern Warfare with the sensitivity on 10, so that way they could literally turn around the corner on the dime. Like, that shit makes my head hurt. Like I can't.
You can't do that.
I play on 6, and I get an okay KD. That's it. I'm fine. But got your heads on swivels. I can't do it.
I mean, contrary to popular belief, most gamers. Here I go. Your sensitivity, you young kids out, all you young gamers out there, you listen. Your sensitivity is really not even. What is that? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that. Your sensitivity is never that high. It's too easy to move around. You want your shit pretty low. Like most good first-person shooter gamers, their sensitivity is pretty low. I mean, you get some real crazy hand action.
Yeah,
going,
especially
man.
PC because they're like just constantly moving around and stuff, and like it just jets across.
Yeah.
I think the highest I ever put it up was for like it was like the first Call of Duty on PS4. It was like a 7.
Yeah.
6 or 7. That was it.
Yeah.
I'm solid. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Granted, I was a Halo player, and that game moves a little slower.
Yeah,
anyway.
I never got into Halo. I didn't have an Xbox. That's the one game I never got into. Really, I never got into that.
That shit was
huge.
Everybody
it blew
loved
up
it.
the
That
Xbox.
shit was
yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
But then Modern Warfare 2 came around, and then that got me off of it completely.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, because like online, that's pretty much what we did heavy on the weekends.
Dude, this is how old I am. When I used to be in the Air Force. When I was a young dude, this is before people really had the internet, man. So like, there was always one guy who would have like 7 TVs at his house because people would just bring over a TV and they would just take over his living room for like a month. And on the weekends, the people I work with, they would just have a LAN party and just sit at this dude's house all weekend on their own TV and just play Halo. That's what they do all weekend. All weekend, dude.
I can't do that for like hours at a time.
Dude, this was for years. They were like, "Where you go? Oh, we're at Troy's house this month." And then somebody's wife would get sick of it. Like, yeah, I got to get all this shit out of here. And they would go to somebody else's house.
Sit in a man cave.
And it would just be TVs, and everybody got their Xbox at our coworker's house. But I didn't get an Xbox. I didn't like it when it first came out. It was too big and clunky.
Yeah, it was, and the controllers were huge.
Yeah, it was too big.
Yeah.
This thing. I always played friends' Xboxes, but I always had PlayStation 2 at the house, and then 360 did get me though. I did go for the 360 because it was just the way they enrolled it, all the games they had for it, and then it was like, oh, you can only play Halo 3 on here. You can play all these other games. All right, I gotta get this thing.
Yeah, dude. I used to be a huge gamer, man. Huge gamer.
That's usually like the basic shit for people. It's like when it's like that's nerdy shit. It was kind of just fun entertainment.
Oh yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, my son is into it now. He likes to play Mario Maker too.
Oh yeah, okay. Mario Maker is pretty dope. All those like the creating games got really popular. Like I remember, I was probably like 19 or 20 when I first found out about Minecraft, and then all the kids I knew who came up that next generation, like that's all they did.
Yeah,
like,
he likes that too. He
doesn't
know what he's doing, but he
because it's one of those joints where it's like there is no game.
Right.
It's just you get these tools, you get to make stuff, and it's simple enough. But then like I see people make entire structures out of
it's
insane.
yeah.
Somebody made the ship from Star Trek.
The ship from Star
Trek.
Yeah,
where you can actually go in. It's insane. Did all that in the video game.
Yeah.
The fact that they have just that much time and
this
but I mean, there's shit that I put time into. People go, I can't believe you got that much time. It's like, well, I like doing this.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I just. So yeah, my son and I, we watch just different. I think there's a dude named Carl Sagan 42.
Okay.
He plays Mario Maker, and the levels that he completes are just insane. There's other dude named Panga.
These are all YouTubers.
These are all YouTube.
Yeah. Let's Play guys.
Yeah, it's funny because like, as a comic, I'm not a huge fan of clean comedy. You know what I'm saying? I don't dislike it, but I'm like, I don't want to be clean. Fuck that shit. I don't want to do it. But then when I'm on YouTube with my son, I'm like, why can't these dudes be clean? And I'm like, that's fucked up. And that's fucked up because I'm holding somebody to a standard of like a performance where I'm not even. It's not something that I want to do.
Yeah. Well, because I guess at least for comedy clubs, it's like your kid ain't gonna be at a comedy club. You know, we're grown adults here. I should be able to say whatever the hell I want.
It's like you playing a Mario game, and you got to be like this motherfucking cocksucker.
Yeah.
But we all cuss when we play games. But it's just like, hey, and I'm saying what messes me up. I'm saying all this stuff people are saying to me, like if he was clean, he could have a bigger audience. And I'm like, damn, I sound like somebody trying to tell me to be clean. But I don't want to do that. But
if this dude was clean, his subscribers would double.
It would double. He's limiting himself.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, so what's the deal with trans rights on stage? That's me.
Made a trans level. He made like a.
I can't. Yeah. No, I'm saying me.
No,
I'm trying to be controversial, but I want this dude for my convenience to be clean, so me and my son can watch his his channel. Like the first slur I hear come out this dude's mouth, I'm like, we can't watch that. My son's like,
that's definitely happened.
My son's like, what does that mean? I'm like, I don't want to talk about that.
I remember one of the biggest dudes was PewDiePie, and then when they found out this dude was just dropping.
Where was he from again?
Sweden.
Or something?
He's Sweden or one of those Scandinavian countries, and everybody loved this dude, and then the parents were like, oh yeah, we'll get this dude PewDiePie, and then parents started figuring out this dude just dropped mad racial slurs, like this is what he was about, and then he went on a rant, and then everybody like lost it on him for a little bit.
But he's still cooking.
Oh, he's still like
getting Disney. Is he still getting Disney checks?
Because Disney, like the channel that he works for, Disney owns. So like they bought in like 2008 or 2009, they bought this thing called Maker Studio, and it was like a conglomerate that owned like 16 different channels. Yeah. And then Disney's like, oh yeah, this is about to make a lot of money, so they bought it, and now they just.
I don't even know what he does.
Yeah, he just plays games. He just plays games and does Photoshop and shit like that.
That's it.
That's it. He records himself playing games. He has a catchphrase, and then he just commentates on it.
I watched some Ninja with my son. It's crazy. Like, there's no untouched part of his screen. It's like everything is used for advertising. It's like, buy my shirt. Here's some Red Bull. Get this. Do that. He's got the Red Bull little refrigerator in the background.
Checks.
It's insane, man.
It's crazy how this stuff, it looks like those movies where it's like the year 2020 is going to look like, it looks like the, remember the movie The Fifth Element?
Yeah.
Chris Tucker's character?
Yeah.
There's so many, like, influences that, like,
it's weird.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I was watching The Hunger Games. I was somewhere, we were watching it, and I remember the first time I saw that movie, I'm like, man, these people dress weird in Capital City. Or is it Capital City where they live at?
Yeah, I know you're talking about the main.
Yes, but it's that movie's been out for a while now, and every year I see that movie. How they dress in Capital City gets less and less weird.
Yeah.
And they dress it's outlandish.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, this dude's got on lipstick and a dress and got weird dyed hair, and I'm like, that looks almost normal now.
Yeah, it's a standard.
Yeah, but 8 years ago, I was like, what the fuck are they wearing? Now it's just like, I can see that happening in 3 years.
Yeah.
It's just.
Little peacock dresses and shit.
Yeah, it's just weird, man.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't want to feel old, because like we're talking about, like realizing like we're kind of aging a tiny bit. It's like I don't want to be like closed off, like that's weird. But at the same time, it's just like
it's happening at a very fast rate.
Yeah.
That like just
Like
constantly.
give my brain a second. Give my
Nah.
brain 1 second.
No,
to
you
just
need
like,
to keep up.
She like
Yeah,
this.
that's pretty much how people are like
Yeah.
thinking.
You gotta keep up. It is. That's why I try to hang out with younger people, because if it wasn't for like my friends like Winston Hodges and Alex Castaigne and Paige Campbell and going to DC and some of my friends in Charlottesville, I would not be up on what terminology is right, what's offensive, what's not offensive.
Yeah.
I would be one of those old dudes, like we saw last night, doing an autistic joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be careful with him. He autistic. I don't want that nigga to draw. Why he drawing? I'm cutting his hair. It's just like, really? Y'all still doing artistic bits? It's just like, you know what autistic is.
Yeah, it's just the puns.
It's just like
Yeah.
that would be me. That would be me if I
If you
didn't have the
didn't-
friends that I have. Yeah. That would be me.
Rap is doing it a little bit. Well, they got no choice but to do it now.
I've noticed they're not
Yeah.
saying the F word is quite the homophobic slur.
they
It's
switched it
weird.
up.
It's
Yeah.
so weird. It's just like you won't say that, but you'll still be like, I shot 25 niggas.
Yeah.
I'm fucking. It's just like you'll show that community respect, but you still like fuck women. I
Yeah.
kill my own people. It's so weird.
Yeah.
But it just shows you the power that certain groups have in this industry. Anyway, this is not the podcast for this.
Hey, it's whatever you want it to
No.
be, man. This is a conversation.
Nah, like honestly, all those thoughts, like what you were talking on, that hit me when the first time we went in Raleigh, went to that anime convention, and I'm like looking at these people and how they are. I'm like, this is like your one time like out the house probably.
Yeah.
Well, like this
Yeah.
is definitely a safe space for like a lot of people.
Oh,
For them just to be them, just dress however they want to dress, and they hang out with their friends and stuff.
Right.
Yep.
And then that's it. That's what made me really feel like really uncomfortable. Where I'm just like, oh, like I'm fine. I feel like I'm intruding on a space right now. Where it's like
Mhm.
I'm just not with it all the way.
Yeah, and it's like I don't want to clown you and make you feel bad because like some of these people like that's their Coachella, like they literally they'll save up.
Oh yeah.
They save up and then they sit in the creative space and they make all the armor and shit and they walk out and they look like Samus. And
There was
it's
a guy
like,
patrolling in like a samurai.
I like how you said patrolling.
He was.
I got a friend. She does cosplay. Yeah, she's a good friend of mine. She's been doing it for a while now.
Cosplaying is huge.
yeah.
Here we go.
Somebody just came in.
Yeah, she's I worked with her for years. She does cosplay.
Oh, bet.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's not.
No, yeah, we both know ourselves a few
She is.
cosplayers from high school and
She's
things
pretty-
like that.
She's pretty good, man.
And it's a cool gig, and a lot of these people they'll end up like one of the biggest ones like when YouTube was popping. This girl Jessica Negri, who like she was like popular from some other people's YouTube stuff,
Gotcha.
and then
See,
a
she's
game
good.
company was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, could you be our cosplayer for our video game?" And she got her first check, and then they just kept. They're like, "Oh, would you be this character? Would you be this character?"
Look up black cosplayers.
Yeah, you gotta.
That's when it started tripping me out when I started seeing that.
That's the ticket.
That's a page.
Yeah, black cosplay.
Black cos.
Play.
I can't spell
First one.
that one.
Nah, go back. It's the account. Well, shit, you can go down that.
Yeah, is it hashtag Black Cosplay?
Nah,
yeah.
it's the
Oh, this
account.
one?
Yeah.
This some nerdy shit.
what
What the fuck, man?
There you go. Yo, show him King Vader.
Oh,
This nigga is.
wow.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
shit.
Yeah.
That's
It's like some
crazy.
stuff I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's dope. And then it's people that's like, nah.
You
That's,
know, and you right, because like all the dudes I see on this, I'm like, this nigga would really be into wrestling.
Yeah.
He definitely wrestling.
yeah.
And maybe it's because I'm a dude. Like I like looking
Are
at
ya?
the chicks better.
Nah,
Like
because
I'm just like
pinup.
it's the pinup. So I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, I like that. But then when I see a dude, I do get judgment. I'm like,
Oh,
all
this,
right, nigga,
That's a
stop
dude.
down
this
your hair.
is a guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a guy. This is very different. But to be honest, man, like I would say like a few years ago, I would have been like, this shit corny, this whack. But
Yeah.
honestly, man, I support niggas being weird.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Like
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta
I
we gotta do it.
yeah, I came from a kind of a toxic generation. You know what I mean? It definitely wasn't like like the white equivalent of like the 50s racist type shit, but we
Yeah.
grew up like being homophobic as hell.
Yeah,
That's just how it was.
Yeah.
And like it was about being manly and being a dude and big jeans and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You were in the big Gene era.
Dude.
You in the lean back era. I forgot about that shit.
A lot of my friends now, like they don't mess with a lot of these rappers and stuff. They're like, oh, these dudes soft, his jeans too tight, look his stomach out.
He got a nose ring.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I saw somebody on Facebook the other day comment on Ezekiel Elliott. He's the running back for the Cowboys. It was like, oh, no wonder he ain't playing well. And he got a nose ring. He got his septum pierced. It's like. You think this nigga is gay because he got his nose pierced, and that's why he's not playing well? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
all
the
right.
excuse. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's pretty wild when you actually just like take a second. It was like, oh, we did that. Like, full force was just out here just doing that. Shit. Yeah,
that's just
you
crazy.
had to be like exceptional because for some reason we still rocked with Rodman for a while.
Rodman
to a point.
It was weird, but people were like, yeah,
but he can ball.
Yeah. He get rings.
Yeah, he get rings. Yeah.
But even like when it comes to like entertainment like that, it's just like people will talk shit about like Young Thug and all these dudes. Are they gay? And they, what's the young kid's name? Lil Nas X. People
Lil Nas,
yeah.
But it's just like, but niggas love Prince.
Yeah, they do.
They love Prince.
They will argue.
Prince.
Yes. They will argue about
and
Prince.
You say that, and they go, well, that's Prince, though. It's just like, but he was still very effeminate.
Yeah.
And we allowed it.
Rick James.
Yeah, Lil Richard.
Richard.
Super gay.
Yeah.
Luther Vandross. Sorry, y'all. Niggas gay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it, man.
Yeah.
The one right now is Tyler, the creator. It was him and like Gerard that were like two like young like weirdo dudes, and then they finally just like, I fuck around with dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then,
all right. Is this why y'all brought me down here,
Yeah,
man? Get me in this basement. Hey, we in the older married black dudes. What the nigga? That's where the jump came from.
This is the jump part.
That jump, y'all gonna jump me. But I don't. Yeah, man. It's just I like all this stuff. The fact that y'all talking about anime and stuff. I mean, I grew up just watching like regular cartoons, just your normal shit, Tom and Jerry. But I like Gargoyles. Did y'all watch?
Yeah,
Gargoyles was dope.
Yeah.
I would say probably the closest I came to anime, and just because of how it was drawn, was like the old school Batman.
The animated series?
Yeah, the animated series.
Oh yeah,
which was hard. The first two seasons,
it was kind of dark and gritty.
It was really dark, and then the kids started watching it. So by season 3, they were like, "Hey, we got to clean this up a bit." And they started introducing Robin and stuff.
Did you ever watch Voltron?
I watched Voltron. I was super young, but I definitely enjoyed it.
That was anime.
So that
is anime.
Speed Racer, Astro Boy, all those
that stuff has been over here for years.
So it would not Star. Why did I say Star Wars? What about Transformers?
It was. I think they had a documentary on Netflix. I want to say.
What would you consider that?
It was. The whole plan was just toys for it. It was just selling toys, but it was like it was. I think it's always been like an American like production as far as like a cartoon, but it was just animated in Japan. I think Thundercats was the same way.
Yeah, because you can tell those. You can see the little hints of it. I think Thundercats.
Yeah, Thundercats. That was those are the cartoons when I was very very young. Thundercats, He-Man.
Yeah, that was like the
Voltron.
That was the start of the era where it's just like now we're trying to sell toys and they just package it all together into like a cartoon and shit.
Well, and because with a lot of anime, it's just so normal for them. So there's a whole spectrum of what they present. So there's just completely adult animes, but it's just animated. So that's all it is.
Oh yeah.
So for me and I feel like Gerard and some other people, we would start with like Dragon Ball Z and all the stuff for kids, and then all of a sudden like, oh, this looks the same way. But we started watching it like 10 minutes in. Like there's a movie Ninja Scroll. A lot of people have watched.
I've seen Ninja Scroll years
it's adult
ago.
It's the whole opening scene is a chick like getting assaulted by like a stone dude. Like that's literally
it's pretty bad.
Literally rock hard. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, and you watch that and you're like, oh, and then what else is there? And so then you start watching more adult stuff, and then you kind of get out of the kid stuff, but you still.
Well, I mean, it's like the stuff that just bled out. It was just always a adult thing. Even Dragon Ball was like I think the first couple episodes I seen is this nigga had a hole in his chest.
Man.
He just had a hole, like he just dead on the ground, like just an entire hole in his chest. And then the dude that put a hole in his chest, he missing an arm and he leaking out purple blood.
Yeah. The fuck.
You just watching this as a kid, so like all of this stuff is very like adult thing that like they're not really trying to like soften shit up. They do have the real like childish stuff, but this generic like anime.
Yeah, see, I don't know what would be good or bad anime other than like it's like I could watch it and go, oh, I like this, but people who
That's
are in
it.
anime are like, that's bad.
This just no, you
know
just
what I mean?
watch whatever you want to watch, and
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop seemed kind of it was pretty interesting.
it's
I
'cause
watched like the first few episodes.
it's
dope.
just it's
It's
like very
influential for a
very
lot of
simple.
people.
It's like it's always like the adventure of the day type episode.
Yes, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we got to get this guy or this
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
We got to
yeah.
find a way to.
You have those where it's simple like that, where it's like the little quirk. It's like, oh, it's set in the future and like Earth
Right.
is a wasteland and things like that. But
Yeah.
then you got the way out there stuff, like you mentioned, One Piece, where it's just like, all right, it's a world full of pirates, and this dude stretches like rubber, and then his friend carries 3 swords. So it's just weird.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just weird. You just the levels of it is just all over the place. So you just watch whatever
Then
you
it's
want to
green
watch.
like that. It sounds like a good show. Go
Yeah.
ahead and make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been out for 20 years.
Damn.
Cashing checks.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Is it the same? How many times has the voices changed over?
It's Japan is consistently the same people, the same voices. Like for Dragon Ball Z, the same woman has been voicing Goku since like when he was drawing him as a kid.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
So once she's not doing it, then it's gonna be like it's gonna be a controversy.
Yeah. When she
It's
goes,
probably,
there's
yeah.
because there's already a National Goku Day over there. They like it's a holiday for them. So like
Goku was in the Thanksgiving Day parade last year.
yeah.
I don't even know if. Wow.
No, it's becoming so like comic books are slowly dying, and the next wave is anime.
Oh really?
I definitely see that
Yeah.
now.
I never really got into comic books. The only one I got into was Walking Dead, and that was
Okay.
because I got
Like,
into
super,
Yeah, the
show.
graphic
super
novels
realistic
just-
stuff
those
was
are-
like
those are
cool.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like even with comic book stuff, it's like I would just read whatever somebody just gave me. as a
Yeah,
kid.
even, I try to get into that too, but I just don't know what's good. I don't know what's bad because like
There's so much that shit.
Yeah.
it's so overwhelming, and it's funny. I have black friends who know everything there is to know about Marvel, and
Yeah.
they can tell you about this character and who came, from what planet and who's on this side.
I used
and
to try to front with like just knowing specific characters, but like that's
That's
not
so
enough.
funny,
That's
That's
man.
not enough.
So they're gonna check you.
It's
Someone's
not
gonna
enough.
check you.
They
Yeah.
did. I was like, damn, I don't know shit about shit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's what you grew up trying to prove.
It's like, all right, like now
I grew up trying to prove that I knew words to like the Chronic. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre shit. You like, nah, I know where. I don't fucking know. I can't even think of any characters. I know where they made Iron Man or some shit. I don't know. Is that even Marvel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Marvel. Yeah.
Like I'm bad at that. Some people think like it's a shtick and like I'm trying to think I'm cool. It's like I just don't know. Even with the NFL, I can't tell you who's in the AFC or the NFC.
Nope.
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
just
I
just
can't
watch
tell
it.
you.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
anime gets like that too. It's like they like people was just like, oh, you like Dragon Ball? I was like, yeah, I watched it. It was like, well, all right, well, how many? It was like the literal question was how many Cell Juniors did Gohan kill during the Cell games? I was like, 4. He was like, nah, it was 6 because it was the editing era where like he killed one, but then he re-killed that guy again. I'm like, I'm not.
It's that type of community where they gotta just out nerd each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how comic books are. I mean, I guess sports is like that too, and comedy. It's just people gotta. But I feel like
There are
I feel
those
like
people
this.
who
I
would
feel
get too
like
heavy into
this stuff is worse though. Not in a bad way.
But the thing about it is like it doesn't really benefit anything.
It doesn't. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just a gotcha thing, and I know more than you.
That's it.
That's all. It's just it's a dick swinging contest. It's just
For dudes who don't really like,
use their dick.
Yeah, so I see it. And niggas who are just like
Where we at on time?
disconnected. Oh, we at 37.
37.
Yeah, we.
You want to pull up a clip of them?
Yeah, pull up a clip.
What you want to? Pull some
I'll
up on
show
your
you.
phone.
I'll show you a sports one.
Sports one?
Yeah, I'll show you a sports one.
Sports anime.
Yeah,
All right.
the sports anime are pretty cool because you have the characters themselves are narrating exactly what they're doing. So
Yeah.
like,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So look up. I want to say.
Let's see what we
Let me
got.
see. I think it's KAM.
I was gonna do Eye Shield, but
I should was dope.
I-
Yeah, football.
There's a football
I'm gonna
one, yeah.
go behind the curtain here.
Yeah.
It's just funny on the car right over here. They were trying to act like they weren't nerds, though. Yeah, act like y'all weren't nerds.
We had to backpedal. It was like, I'm not denying the nerdy
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's just that we see people on a
yeah.
whole nother. Not like, 'cause I understood what you were saying. It was like, nigga, y'all nerds.
You still in the realm.
Yes.
Yeah. What is that?
Yeah.
Hold on. So this is.
Why is his teeth sharp?
That's just because he's evil.
They gotta have because it's just football.
Yeah.
So
Do I need to know anything other than?
it's just football.
So it's literally it's football, but how Japan animators would see it play out if it were like an anime, basically.
Everybody has their own personality.
Yeah, one they got this all wrong. Ain't no niggas on the field.
But he got dreads though. And
He's got dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the series is all about this dude that's just a running back.
Don't if you know the actual way to play the game, the statistics. Don't think about it. Like these
really?
These,
I can't.
yeah. I'm just saying for people who
Because I don't even know. Is this the game? What is going on?
We need sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
こういう試合運びをしている。
But it's gonna play through
It's
there.
it's coming
Yeah.
through here. That's the thing.
Damn, that dude in the middle is huge.
All right. So like
And he has powers or something?
Nah, he's just nice at football.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They over dramatize it.
yeah. So it's like, he unlocks a dragon and that's his thing, or like the one dude has a thing, but really
They're basically just, they see that as a blitz. And this
Yeah.
is a,
yeah.
this is a anime blitz.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be honest, if this was football, this would be way better.
That's
They have multiple. They do like they do boxing, tennis,
boxing
baseball.
was a dope. Yeah.
soccer, multiple basketball.
What was that
That's
one?
crazy though.
And so it's like they'll have the sports shit, the noir shit, the weird action adventure stuff, and then they'll have something where it's like almost like a thriller.
Yeah.
So like it covers all the genres.
And then they just have the wacky shit where it's like, all right, they're letting their they're letting their creativeness out.
They just draw everybody so sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that still an issue?
It hasn't
We had
hasn't popped up in anime. For me, it's running to it where I'm just like, this is just unnecessary.
Well, we had Andre Thompson on like a few episodes back, and we talked about this where growing up he was talking about like women would always give him shit because he was like, oh, well, that show like anime objectifies women because they draw the titties big, and the thing is like he's like, no, you don't understand, everybody's over sexualized. Like no dude has 18 ripped abs for no reason.
Look
like
how
it's
long
just
this dude's legs are.
it's like
and then he's got like a 20-inch waist. And then you know what I'm saying? And then he comes out into a Y.
Broad shoulders.
Yeah. It's
Japan's
insane.
extremely horny. All right, they just want to draw.
Yeah.
They want to. They want to draw it how it is, and like just they want to make it appealing to the eye. That's basically all it is. So yeah, I mean they're gonna make everything over sexualized. Like they're like.
But you see, like women now are trying to like get like this with the fake breasts and that's,
yeah, it looks weird.
I'm not a fan, man.
Nah,
not a fan.
It's until once they get to the ass, and it's just like that don't even.
It don't look real
at
it's
all.
Just,
No.
It doesn't even look convincing at all.
No.
Whatsoever.
And just like it just kind of breaks the like my like I don't know, like for me to believe it. It's like,
your
I
brain's
can't.
like that's not real.
Yeah. Like you
That's
just,
not
at some point you have like this suspension of disbelief. Like, all right, that's all right. I mean, it's a little thick, whatever. And then now it's like, okay, no.
Yeah.
On that frame, ain't no way in hell. Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
I was at Shari Diaz show in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And it was a chick just like walking. She was like going into the show, but like she had like the dum dum syndrome, like the syndrome, the dum dum lollipops.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's literally her legs just look like sticks, and then her ass is
Oh,
just out.
that yeah. Wow, yeah.
It just looked terrible.
Yeah, it's just, my wife watches the Kardashians, and they'll show like Kim or Chloe walking away. It's just like their leg mass doesn't fit the ass.
No,
it's just like you can
don't.
tell your legs aren't built to support. It's just not natural.
Nah.
It just looks too much. Damn. See, that's dope. Oh, you know
You
what?
see that shit where they're like so like the boxing with Ippo, where it's like they really sometimes it's very realistic. They just stylize it to the
Yeah,
point
it's
where
dope.
it just feels like almost like you know how like in like the old kung fu movies where they would add dust on people to make the kicks feel more. So like it's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah. I remember growing up, man. When I was a kid, Neo Geo was like the shit. You ever heard Neo Geo?
I did. My father told me the
Neo
console was like $600.
Oh, dude, yeah, they were like it's like $1,000.
And then the games were like $250.
Yeah, but what's funny is it's like, but it looked like arcade quality, and like back then that was like huge. It's like you always heard the story of someone who had a friend that had a Neo Geo.
Yeah. It was not a common because it was so goddamn pricey.
Yeah, it was like, dude, it was like $1,000 in the 90s. I mean, it's insane, but definitely not worth the money.
No,
but that shit looked dope. I would rather watch that than real boxing.
And then they have the so like in that they show that it was a boxing match, and like they will literally have the regular boxer commentators. It was just like counter, and like like Japanese people like hella like animated.
Over.
Yeah, so
over
it's
the
like
top.
well that's most like foreign commentary when you hear it.
Oh yeah,
very
Yeah.
animated,
especially
very
with
lively and
you know
stuff.
like any
Soccer.
Latin country with
Yeah.
football.
When you
it's
watch
just like,
soccer, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
go
so
crazy.
it's like you have that going on, and then you have like his coach where he's just like come on, like get
Okay.
up, and then
All
you
right.
have him commentating in his head.
Yeah.
What's
like,
going on?
Yeah, so it's and then you have that with the subtitles where
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
dope.
it keeps your attention and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I honestly I can see why people get into it, man. Because like I'm a gamer, I can see how this is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of like, oh, I play games, but when I leave the game, I leave that world. But with anime, it's just like if you find a show that's kind of like a game or something, so you can kind of dive into.
Yeah.
And I could compare it to hip hop in the sense of a lot of people that say, "Oh, I don't fuck with hip hop now," because like you say, they turn on and they'll look something up, and the first thing you see is Young Thug or you see Lil Uzi Vert. But then it's like, well, there's still dudes out here doing all sorts of stuff. There's still Kendricks. There's still all these people. They don't get as much limelight. I think the same could be said for anime in the sense of you could turn on and you see the
that
weird
looked like
shit.
some video game shit right there.
Yeah.
To me, that
Yeah.
Did y'all ever play? What was that one game? They used to have like the ultra combos, the
Killer Instinct.
Killer
that was
Instinct.
like a Killer Instinct thing.
Combo
Yeah.
breaker.
Was also pretty cool. Like a lot. There's a couple of them that I watch where they will reference their like Western influence. So
okay.
like this one, he like literally they'll
Mike Tyson or some shit.
yeah, like his style of like his stance is like the peekaboo style is like made popular by Mike Tyson, or it's just like the movie learned, which is like it's made famous by the famous boxer Jack Dempsey.
Oh, okay.
Or like the one of those real like wacky ones where it's like it's these like again over like sexualized like characters that are like all stoic and shit, and then you have like this. It's pull up JoJo phone.
JoJo, oh yeah.
It's like this thing that's a shadow, but it looks like a monster, and then like they name it, and the name is always a music reference from the West. So there's literally they call it a stan, and it's literally one called the Notorious B.I.G. or
really?
Foo Fighters and stuff.
See, it's just so much, man.
It's one of those that like because people recommend shit to me, I was like I might watch it. Like I just I might because it's a lot.
And then that's another thing where because I watched a lot of stuff when I was younger. And as a teenager, I would watch 5-6 animes at a time.
So look
I
at
have
how sexy
gotten
this
older.
motherfucker is.
Yeah, it's like you kind of do have to pick what you want to watch because you don't have time. It's not even like a I don't like it. Like I probably would, but
broad shoulders and shit.
This
niggas got shoulder pads.
nigga's he's super ripped, big chest, but then he wearing like this half.
He got a heart headband.
Yeah, look at the headband. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Look at this. This dude's basically got on like a Janet Jackson outfit on. He got on like a Rhythm Nation. They both got on like women's blazers. Look, it's glitter.
That's what they've done it now too. Was it's just like they kind of up it to where it's like we can't just draw it and then put it out. Now they're putting like a little bit of CGI.
But here's the kicker.
That's crazy.
All this is a bunch of dudes who grew up like we did, watching this shit, hanging out, doing whatever, and then they grew up and they became rappers, and now they dress like this.
That's
This
true.
is-
Yeah.
All these
funny.
niggas look like
They look like
like
Yeah.
Trippie Redd and Lil Uzi.
Yeah, you go to Lower East Side, you'll see a bunch of black dudes. That's like the new like goth, like black goths. They just dress like anime characters.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
what we doing. So yeah, let's get one of these niggas on.
All right, we
Yeah.
gonna do one more. We gonna
What you gonna pull up?
King thing.
King. Oh shit.
All right,
So there's literally a guy that
give,
has.
give him a premise. Give him a
He's definitely cornered the market. Young black dude that just makes these weird dance anime videos. So it's like he'll just recreate like Avengers, Infinity War, we're fighting Thanos, and they just start dancing like just some weird, just dumb dance. He was at Comic-Con, but he looked like a Soundcloud rapper. Like he actually looked like Lil Nas X a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe it is Lil Nas X.
His stunt double.
All right, let's see if we got one here. This
There
shit.
you go.
All right.
That's crazy.
He
but-
gets millions. He gets
See,
millions of
See,
views.
he cornered this market, man.
He's like one of the big production companies for anime. He at one of their like cons or whatever, he previewed his movie there.
Damn.
They had him. They invited him there, and like
So he just recreates these scenes.
He's a kid.
he just gets a
who,
bunch of
like,
cosplayers together.
California, they freaking
That's
go
him?
cosplay. That's
Yeah,
him. That's the
that's
dude.
him.
And I don't know how old the dude is. He's probably just under like probably just over a teenager, right? He's like
I have
21.
no idea
22.
how old he is.
He's a kid. He's a kid, but he's just
Yeah.
like he gets all his friends together and they
super
reenact
basic.
the shit.
All
17 million views.
Yeah.
yeah, I think he has like 2-point-something million Instagram
Yeah.
followers.
And then they do the dialogue thing, and then this shit pops off. So they got like.
That's it.
That's it.
Kids eat this shit up.
That is insane.
They eat this shit. I will see them get in a circle and start doing that shit.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Was it a 5-minute video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out already.
That's it.
That's it. And he just
That's all he
living it
does.
up.
He does every video.
Every video, just the dance and shit. That's it.
Yeah, niggas like dancing.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, to each it's clean fun.
Yeah.
I said nigga running. Yeah,
That's
all
it.
right. That's it. I wonder how big that shit is in Japan.
Oh, he might get he might have a trip.
They just realized
All right.
how much American
Yeah.
audiences fuck with
This
this shit.
shit's kind of dope.
They-
This shit kind of dope.
They just realized how big like American audiences.
And see,
fuck
dude,
with
I'm
it.
telling you, man, you get black people on board.
No, they
we
already
make make
have.
shit cool,
They
man.
have. They have.
We the key. It's even though it's just like once we do it,
We're
then
the
white
final
kids do it, and then boom, yeah.
We're the final like.
The
Oh,
final-
they're gonna look. Oh, yeah.
soon as we do it, yeah.
Yeah, man.
White kids going. They talk shit about it at first, and they do it.
Yeah.
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 So,
Yeah.
All
we
right,
got-
man. We
Yeah. Thanks for having me. I appreciate
No
it.
problem.
we
Yeah,
appreciate you dipping this work. You ain't roast us too hard. You didn't
Nah,
realize-
man,
you
because
realize-
I'm a gamer, man.
you realize you're like, all right. You're like,
Nah,
'cause
I
it's
like
like,
talking
I
games.
was like, no, this is gonna be a fun one.
See?
Yeah,
Then-
this is gonna be-
then
yeah.
Once we start talking, he's gonna
Yeah,
be like,
I'm-
oh shit,
Yeah.
yeah,
I like games,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
games.
yeah. But it was the same shit. It was like, nah, this is just something that we just fucking just.
Nah,
did.
this is dope. I hope
Yeah.
it takes off.
yeah. It'd be dope.
Yeah.
Oh, and we always like credit anybody. Like, what's your social? Like, how
Yeah,
do you?
anything you want
Oh,
to promote.
Chris Allen Comedy, ALAN. That's it. I'm nobody.
Please.
Yeah, Negro
Negro
Please
Please
Radio.
podcast. Yeah.
podcast, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, appreciate you coming through
Yep.
East New York, man.
I'm in Eastern
That's
Shore.
true.
We got to get back before it gets too dark.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, man. I
No
appreciate
problem,
it.
man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
All right, this
Yeah.
has been Negro Jump.
Peace.